Good morning, everyone. Welcome to school year 2020-2021 under the new normal. This school year is very unique for all of us. This will offer to us new and exciting experiences. We will not be seeing each other for face-to-face instruction, but definitely learning will continue. This school year, due to the COVID-19 pandemic and to ensure our safety, we will be employing the distance learning delivery modality on modular scheme. Modules were prepared, printed, and will be given to you. You will read and answer them and return your outputs for checking and monitoring. The purpose of this presentation is for you to be oriented and be prepared for necessary things related to our education and this new normal. Let us start with your modules. Most of the modules are given by the central office of the Department of Education. Others are locally developed by the regional offices. The modules are results of the thorough brainstorming and discussion of education experts. These modules underwent thorough quality assurance to ensure that they really meet the most essential learning competencies chosen by the department for the Filipino learners to learn. The activities and tasks indicated in the modules were arranged specifically to aid your understanding with the lesson. Nevertheless, you are only directed to answer specific activities which your subject teachers thought necessary for you to answer. The modules were provided with answer keys for you to monitor your own understanding and progress. The modules are given for you to use for free, but we expected you to use them responsibly. Here are some ways you need to do to observe proper care of the modules. First, use the module with care. Do not put unnecessary marks on any part of the module. Use a separate sheet of paper in answering the exercises. Don't forget to answer what I know before moving on to other activities included in the module. Read the instructions carefully before doing each task. Observe honesty and integrity in doing the tasks and in checking your answers. Finish the task at hand before proceeding to the next. Return all the modules given to you after the first grading examination. Your parents will return all the modules given to you to the school after the examination week. If you encounter any difficulty in answering the tasks in the module, do not hesitate to consult your subject teachers. Always remember that you are not alone in this learning endeavor. With the modules that will be given to you, a WHLP or Weekly Home Learning Plan was enclosed. This WHLP will be based on the actual class program. This is prepared by your subject teachers and compiled by the grade level head and approved by the school head. WHLP shall aid teachers and parents in keeping track of the day-to-day in school and off-school general learning processes as we implement our modular modality. The WHLP will create awareness among learners that you are responsible for what you learn. Familiarize yourself with the content of your WHLP before you start working on your modules. Parallel assessment will also be given to you. This parallel assessment is the teacher's way of assessing how well you understood the lessons in the module. There is no answer key to the parallel assessment. Only the teachers will check and record your scores for grading purposes. Use separate sheets of paper for every subject. So please do well in your parallel assessment. And again, practice watch at all times. After doing the modules for each subject, you are expected to do a reflection log. In the reflection log, you will write what you learned from the modules, things you like in the lesson, your most enjoyable experience in the lesson, and the questions you wanted to ask. You will use 1/2 crosswise paper for your reflection logs. Remember to make a reflection log for all your subjects after working on the modules. In other words, because you have 8 subjects, you also need to submit 8 reflection logs each written separately in a 1/2 crosswise paper. Teachers and parents will be using the ILMP or the Individual Learning Monitoring Plan. This ILMP is a more specific tool that we will use to keep track of your performances based on the result of your formative and summative assessment or your exam. Using this ILMP, learners will be assessed if they have mastery of the learning competencies or if they are doing significant progress, or they are lagging behind with insignificant progress. Teachers are also instructed to provide intervention for students who lagged behind and are doing insignificant progress. Intervention activities need to be adjusted to suit the comprehension level of the students, and these activities will be incorporated in the WHLP. Because you are not allowed to write anything on the modules, use your intermediate paper or yellow paper for your answer sheets. You need to write your name, section, the date you answered the tasks, the name of the subject, name of your advisor, and the module number you're answering. Use separate sheets of paper for every subject. Never ever forget to write this important information in your paper. Except for the first set of modules given to you, where you have 2 weeks to work on them and submit your output on October 16th, the next outputs will be submitted weekly. Sanitize the papers that you used for your answer sheets by placing them under the heat of the sun for at least 10 minutes. Then place the sheets of paper with your answers in your envelope. You need to bring them to the house of your cluster heads, and in the case of those who got their modules in school, return your output to the school also. The first submission of outputs is on October 16, 2020. On this day, you will receive your second set of modules. For the third week modules, you will be sharing and exchanging the modules with a partner. Your assigned partner was approved and checked by your parents. We will be doing this to cut the cost of reproduction and to save trees for bond paper manufacturing. We are reminding you to observe proper health protocols in exchanging and receiving the modules. Now, our teachers prepared survival tips for you to help you cope with this distance learning delivery mode on Modular. Enjoy watching and good luck to all of us.